Hey, this is James. Behind me is Klaus. He's a 1976 Mercedes 450 SL with 120,000 or more miles on it. I bought the car back in August of 2020 as a flip, but my wife fell in love with it. It's basically a driver. The car, if it had low mileage on it, I'd be saving it for the future. But since it has so many high miles on it, and I don't know what it's going to be, it's got to at least be 150. This baby gets driven, and it's going to get a little bit of resto modding done to it eventually here too, since my wife loves the car so much. And it's going to stay with our family probably until she doesn't love it anymore. A year ago, I was driving it from a business meeting over to a house afterwards to have some more beers. And it started on fire on me in the middle of a construction zone, luckily going downhill. Nowhere to pull off because there was a bunch of equipment in the cone zone. Luckily, one of my colleagues was following me, and I was able to pull over after the construction zone and pull in there with the motor not running, so no power steering, no power brakes. Luckily, he had a big bottle, and he put water on it, got mostly out, a couple of goods. Fantastic citizens also stopped and sprinkled their water on it. And, nothing like trying to get your hood open when your car's on fire and you realize you have no extinguisher in your car. If you got one of these, get a fire extinguisher in the car. Because there are, since I've been researching this, definitely a lot of fires have happened to these older cars. I don't know exactly what it is. It's either the power steering was spraying up there, which it doesn't look like, or one of the fuel injector seals were leaking, which it could be possible. The guy I bought it from said he had freshly done, but to him that could have been 10 years ago. Great guy, and he had the car maintained while he got it out of Texas. So it's a Texas car. I'm at least the third owner of it. Since I am going to resto mod this, and drive it for fun and not really worry about the worth of the car, I'm going to do the Euro bumpers, the Euro lights on it, because it looks so good, and maybe a small little Gerhardt Berger tail on the back of it, and the AMG wheels, because they look really good. Unless I can find something else that's during that time that look good, that's appropriate. Let's have some fun and figure out what's going on. There you can see the brown spot right through there where the paint is rippled. And the paint's been really good on the car. Unfortunately, I did this where I was putting something together and it fell over on it. Broke my heart because that was the only real big ding, other than some door dings, some scratches on the hood from the previous owner storing a bunch of crap on it. And let's get in here. So the fire is back in this area here. You can see this has been melted down. It's basically this material here melted down. That's the noise of my crutch. That's been burned through there. The bulk of the fire was right in that area there. Let me get a light on it. So you can see right in the middle of the frame, right here, all that is this pretty complicated the accelerator. So it hooks back to the accelerator linkage. Hits a couple different areas to make it work. And so the bulk of the fire was right here. So now, did we leak from here? Was it fuel spraying up here? Or some other part from that right there is just the O-ring on the injector. So, I mean, these look fairly new, but when I was looking closer, I thought I saw a break in one of them. You can see so all the vacuum hoses, there's red, white, yellow, and blue that come in through here that have all been melted at various spots. So this, I forget the name of what this is, but that's been melted there. This is over to the vacuum hose to the brake, has been melted. So this is part of another, I don't know if it's fuel hose, but it's just toast. This guy here, all these need to be replaced. Hopefully this guy's okay, but the electrics have been melted right here. Look at that. That's part of a vacuum line, the white vacuum line that's been melted all the way over to here. This is all discolored. We've had more melting down here of this white vacuum line, this blue vacuum line, and more. So that's where we're going to be digging in at. And I think my plan is I'm going to order a bunch of different colors, a couple meters worth, and some connectors, and we'll just start plumbing them in, replacing it. I'm going to try, depending on how expensive this part is, to get that replaced and get it started again to figure out what's going on. Now the power steering, there definitely is a leak down below. And one guy, he said his fire started because of power steering. The high pressure line was spraying onto the hot manifold, and so the fire started over there. But this is behind the engine, right in the middle. So it's got to be fuel based. Something's not right. I'm over here on the driver's side now, looking at the same damage. You can see part of the pipe, part of this hose. That's part of that whole linkage, the acceleration linkage, is dissolved. Again, those noises you're hearing are the crutches. And there, that's part of, this is from the, that one there is the brake booster. Down below, focus, some wiring. Again, this one is just the vacuum hose that melted down from whatever the size is all the way down. There's a red one there. Oh yeah, so, and here's where the vacuum tree comes into. So I'm going to be ordering some replacement lines here probably from FP Euro. Oh, look right there, there's some more. So the heat got all the way up into here. So this is the driver's side front area right here. That's the power steering pump. So here's more of that linkage. So there's a lot of analog going on to this this fuel system still to make it work. And so all these blue and red lines here underneath those fuel lines, I got to replace that. It's okay or not, I'll have to look up what part that is. Looks like some type of fuel regulator, because that's a hard fuel line that looks like it goes up to the fuel distributor. Most of the damage started right there, so I'm hoping it's this guy, this fuel injector with spraying fuel is what I'm hoping it's going to be. Found some more issues here. So this guy right there going over to here, I don't know what that is. He's charred big time. When I touched this blue line going back over that I showed earlier, it just fell apart. And then over here by the distributor, we got more melted. This is a clear with a purple dash through it. So, whew. Now I'm wondering where, because this is the power steering, so if I'm spraying through all the way back there, because there is a bunch of junk down in there. You can see right there, right through there. All right, what do these look like though? Those look good. Yep, so that's the Advance on the distributor Advance got melted. Yeah, after figuring out what this part is here, it has this hose that broke. It's kind of like a braided hose from here to underneath here somewhere. Feels like it connects in at the base down here. Maybe it's this hose here and it's part of the charcoal system that's there. Now that I look at seeing where this is running under and this hose breaking here. What I'm holding here goes down to a vacuum pump that goes to the accelerator. It's too melted in there. This is the cruise control line. Let's see if we can get this off without having to remove the plug wires. How much do I bet I end up doing? Taking plug wires off. All right, look what some nice mechanic did. I didn't even have to label. They already pre-labeled them for me. So 3 to 3 and so on. Thank you, Mr. Mechanic, whoever you are in Colorado. There we go. There we can see it's melted. All right, so there's fire from front to back, or at least heat from front to back. Yeah, we can see down here that it was dripping plastic down on the water pump. Get up over there. These engine harness wires are toast. All right, let's come in close here. There you can see the melted plastic down there. And then this engine harness, I'm going to cut it back and replace it. Somehow. Figure out where this one went, figure out where that one went. We know where this guy goes. All right, well, I just finished editing this video finally after 9 months of doing the original filming on it. Basically, what I ended up doing is turning it into Hagerty. I had a 10 grand guaranteed on it, and they totaled out the car and paid me out for that, and I bought it back for $900. Very easy process, not sponsoring me, but highly recommended. What you're going to see is a MicroSquirt build coming up with, over the last 9 months, basically learned Fusion 360 and 3D printing with various media, and we're having a really great time with that. And it's really changed my life on doing car modifications and lots of other mods too. Highly recommend anybody that you can't go wrong learning that stuff. It's come in so handy with just so many different home projects and RV projects and car projects. So you'll see some of that. I'm not an expert on any of that. I'm just record this stuff so you guys can see that, you know, even someone like me can do it. You can do it too, and it's just fun to put it out there and pay it forward from all the great information that other people put out there. Look for the I got a Porsche project going at the same time that's also being MicroSquirted, and these will be the MicroSquirt numbers will be, our videos will be have an episode of 1 through whatever, maybe up to 6 or 7 until we get it tuned in and taken for a professional tune. So hang around and check back with me. Till next time.